Good afternoon, and welcome to Salary Proposals 201 with your PEA President, Stephanie Yocum. So we are bringing you this video today because we received a district counter to the teacher salary increase allocation money yesterday. And so we wanted to explain what their counter is, what it means to you, and how we move forward. So a little background, where we were at as of September 23rd when PEA declared impasse against the district is that they were proposing a $0 increase for our paraeducators and our secretary clerical units. And they were not talking about the blended learning stipend that we have currently on the table. And they were proposing on the teacher salary allocation money to split classroom teachers from non-classroom teachers and put them on separate pay scales. And while under their proposal from the 23rd, or I guess they officially proposed it on the 16th, where everybody would see a slight increase this year, it would create inequities in the classroom teacher versus the non-classroom teacher pay scales when you have classroom teachers on the pay for performance at the same level. And so because you guys rock and focus continuous public pressure works, you guys told the district that non-classroom teachers need to be valued just as much as classroom teachers. The district has come back with a counter to their September 16th proposal, and they are putting non-classroom teachers back on the same salary schedules as classroom teachers. And so essentially, what the district is in their counter is telling us is that everybody's back on the same schedules, but because they're putting everybody back on the same schedules with their new counter, the bottom tier for their proposals getting less money. And we'll talk about that in a minute. So, but that is a huge win. And it's moving to our side of thinking here is that everybody does the work. Everybody deserves the most equity under this teacher salary allocation as possible. And splitting our non-classroom and classroom positions is just an asinine move. And so let's talk about the current proposals on the table now. So the PEA proposal hasn't changed. So we countered on September 23rd, where our base salary would be $43,922, and we still have 4 tiers of money under this teacher salary allocation. And we believe that our interpretation of this new law under House Bill 641, we can do this under those parameters, and we are still meeting the intent and the letter of the law here. And so the district's proposal, their new counter that came out yesterday to our team, has the starting base salary still at $45,172, which is currently what a level 15 teacher makes, and a level 10-year teacher on the grandfathered side. And so they're still recommending to compress everybody to $45,100. That is at a certain level. And so the way their proposal works is they have 13 tiers of money raises. And so in tier 1, your annual contract level 1 teacher would be receiving $4,200 to bring them up to the $45,172. And then their proposal decreases by $300. So tier 2 is annual contract pay for performance level 2. Tier 3 is where they start adding in the grandfathered schedule at year 0, and annual contract 3, $3,600, and so on down the line by $300, to where you have a bulk of the people, right, making the least amount of money. And so in the grandfathered 8 to 10, and the annual contract 12 to 15, and those are levels on the pay for performance, they would be receiving a $900 increase to their base right now. And our grandfathered 11-year plus and our annual contract at level 16 plus would be receiving $650. And that also goes for the $650 for our school psychs and OTPT units. They would be receiving $650 to their current base salary under the district's new proposal. So while we are making movement to our side of things by the district putting back classroom and non-classroom on the same schedules, they are now offering less money to a bulk of our folks because they're putting the most money in the top. So they're getting the base up a little bit higher than we are in perspective, at the expense of all of our mid-year to late-year career teachers that are in the classroom and not in the classroom. And so we wanted to make sure that you guys were aware that this is a new counter. And while this is working towards the right side of things, by putting the non-classroom teachers back in with our classroom teachers, we've still got a lot of work to do. Our proposal does meet the letter of the law. It meets the intent of the law to not only recruit new teachers to the classroom, but recruit and retain classroom and other instructional staff straight from the law, straight from the staff analysis of the law. And I will leave you with this one question. So the district was saying at the bargaining table that they had no choice but to split salary schedules for our non-classroom and our classroom folks, because that was the intent of the law, and that's the only way that they could see on how to do things. Well, apparently they were incorrect, because they're coming back and saying, no, that really maybe wasn't a good idea, or maybe that's not exactly what the law says, or we've looked at other districts and other districts aren't doing that. And so what else are they interpreting incorrectly to where we can maybe bring them to our side of things to make it more equitable for all of our teachers while still remaining within the parameters of this new law? And so happy Red for Ed. I hope you've got your red on just like I do. And be on the lookout for another video, probably coming out around Friday. And we will see you later. And so have a great day.